I was really keen that we had some music in our programme that was written by a Greek composer, and it wasn't easy at all actually to find something. This piece, Christos Anesti, was written by Alexandros Katakouzinos. He was a Greek composer. He actually worked in the Athens Conservatory in the 1850s, 1860s. But I stumbled on his music, really. It wasn't a decision. I sort of found it. And before I arrived at this piece, I actually visited the Corfu Music Museum in Corfu town. Just get some inspiration or some ideas on Greek music. And famously, the Greek national anthem was actually written by a Corfiot, Nikolaos Mantzaros, in the early 1800s. But the majority of his output, and other great Greek composers like Samaras, who might be known, is operatic or orchestral. Trying to find that sacred piece that would fit into a church recital was really difficult. But eventually, I stumbled across Christos Anesti. I'm glad it's one page and one verse. Yeah, it was that bottom line. It was Zoyun, wasn't it? It's like an O sound. Zo. Yeah. Zoyun. Yeah. Zoyun. It's Zo on one syllable. Zo. My note. Zoyun. Right. And again, just give it another go. But luckily for us, Canon Chris Darville of St Peter's Newton was very, very good at the Greek pronunciation, and he took the choir through it in rehearsals, syllable by syllable. And I think in the end we did a good job. The audiences appreciated it. We had some great feedback from the vicar of Holy Trinity, Jules. So that was really rewarding in the end, and made all our efforts worthwhile. The title, Christos Anesti, means Christ is risen, and that was a most fortuitous piece of text, because we arrived in May just after the Greek Easter. The Greek Easter being a lot later than back in the UK due to the different calendar system used to calculate where Easter falls. But the timing of that and the appropriateness of the text again went on very well.
It was quite challenging in that we had Chris the Vicar, who's got a background in some Greek, explaining to us how to pronounce the words, and then obviously us all annotating our copies. So it was challenging trying to remember the correct pronunciation and then also doing it the same as everyone else in the choir, because naturally everyone kind of pronounced things a bit different. So it was challenging, but I think we did it in the end.
Christos Anesti is a tropion. It's right at the heart of the celebration, the Byzantine celebration, the Byzantine celebration, the Eastern Church's celebration of Easter. That's what they will say to each other. Christ is risen. So although it says Christos Anesti, that's because the Greek it's a chi r, an xr. That's what it looks like, but it's a softer C than we would have in Latin. Christus is the Latin, which you've actually, Christ, Christus means king. And to those in the tombs, it means, in their tombs, entis nemesi, to those in their tombs, zoin, life. Zoe, if someone's called Zoe, that means that their name means life. Zoeon. And then again, you've got that H there, which would be better to turn into a C or an X, because it's charisemenos. As in charisma as a gift. So what it basically means is Christ is risen from the dead destroying death, and to those in their tombs, life is given. There's the wonderful story, it's the Byzantine thing, the Eastern Church, of Stalin and a huge array, an arena full of people on Easter Day, and at a rally for the Communist Party, Stalin saying to the patriarch of the, they haven't covered themselves in glory recently, or none of these people, they believe in the resurrection anymore, and the patriarch of the Russian church saying, Christ is risen, and everyone turning around saying, he is risen indeed, hallelujah. I mean, that's where it comes from. Christ is risen. Christos anesti. Yeah? Is that?
Hello and welcome back to the Macapella vlogs.
Meg and Chloe on tour.
Meg and Chloe on tour with Mumba's Acapella, I suppose, but it's
There we are on the tea break.
all of the pre-tour excitement going on here today.
And that final rehearsal.
So a bit of nerves as well, but it's going well so far.
Yeah, solid lack of voices from some of us. But we live.
You'll get it back, because we need it back. But yes, there's the gang, all excited. Rehearsal's going well so far. We'll come back with an update later. We are currently in Bristol Airport and we are making sure we remain hydrated. We're all in our Mac merch and we are excited and raring to go. Hello and welcome back. We are now in Mad Mike's bar.
First night Mad Mike.
First night Mad Mike's, and this vlog involves a group shot. Oh, we're waiting. We're going. She's going. Everyone give us a wave. Woo!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Sun, here it comes.
Pre-gig checks.
Sun, here it comes. Sun, here we come.
Where's my blue? Oh, yeah. I'm not going to join that. Yes, you are. Oh, that's nice. Hi and welcome back to Mumba's Acapella vlog. It has been a busy couple of days. Yesterday the gang spent the whole day in Corfu town and we had 2 recitals. They both went really well. The first one was in the Anglican church and the second one was in the Catholic church. And it was great. We were all really nervous because it was very hot and obviously we hadn't had a chance for a practice since we left home. But it all went well, everything went well. I was nervous to conduct, but I hope that I did well. I did my best.
So conducting in St. Peter's, I've done it so many times now. I understand the acoustic, I know, where people are going to be, where the sound is going to come from. Conducting in a new venue, particularly when you've got multiple venues a day, multiple venues a tour, and as well, it sounds silly, but the temperature makes a huge difference. You're constantly trying to measure acoustic because the speed in which you conduct one piece in one venue could be completely different to another depending on the acoustic. The heat as well is a very, very hot tour. And it's really important to notice that because you've got to be able to read the people in front of you. You've got to understand the singers you've got, understand how they are coping with the environment in terms of, again, the acoustic and the heat. Heat can change the sound of a piece. It can keep it sharp, it can keep it flat. So you've got to concentrate a lot more. There's a lot more kind of spontaneous reading as opposed to being in St. Peter's where you've got to adapt on the spot, but you're a lot more comfortable with the kind of stimulus around you. I think for me, one of the best moments was the Mad Mike's gig. It was, really, really different from the sacred setting we've been doing earlier in the tour. It was very, very chilled. Normally we're all there, we're in our blacks, it's very formal, but it was really nice just to kind of have this informal kind of gig setting or kind of in casual clothes, just enjoying it as well, like obviously giving it our best and trying to be as professional as possible. At the same time, just kind of letting loose and enjoying it in a different setting. And we were so lucky with with Mad Mike's as a venue. They were amazing, so supportive. So yeah, definitely one of the top moments for me.